this is Ginger from my sister Scrapper. Today I just have a really quick little tutorial I want to share with you. I wasn't going to do a tutorial, but I have had several people ask how I create my little pocket page like I did in my mini album, my Disney one that has the pocket here and then the pocket on this side, and then when you open it up it has a flip out. So that's what I'm going to show you today, how I created those pocket pages. Now this is not my original design. I got the idea from a YouTube off from Little Piece of My Heart. But what I did was, in order to get the fold out, I kind of modified her original design to create what I wanted with the fold out page. So that's what I'm going to show you. You're going to need a scoreboard for this. And every page is constructed by using a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. You can use either solid color cardstock like I did in my Disney album, or you can use a double-sided cardstock. You just need to decide what design you want inside and what design you want on the outside of your page. So the choice is up to you. I'm going to show you how to do it with solid cardstock here first. So you need your scoreboard. You're going to need some adhesive, also a wet glue, a bone folder, a pair of scissors, or your paper trimmer. So the first thing you're going to do is take your cardstock, and again, you need one 12 by 12 for every page. So if you're going to have 5 pages, you need 5 pieces. If you're going to have 6 pages, you need 6. So what you're going to do is put your paper in your scoring board, and you're going to score at 6 inches. Right down the center at 6 inches. Okay. Now, if you're using your double-sided cardstock, the side that's going to be on the inside, right here, this inside portion that you see a little bit of, that's what you want facing up. Then you're going to take your page out, and you're going to take it, and you're going to flip it over, so it's upside down now, and you're going to flip it 90 degrees, put it back in your scoring board, and now your score line that you originally did is right along here horizontally, and the first score mark you're going to make is at 3.5 inches. And then again at 8.5 inches. Okay, then that's all the scoring we're going to do, so we can put our scoreboard away. So now what you want to do first is you want to go ahead and fold your paper right directly on that first score line that we did, so it's right in half. And use your bone folder to get a really good crease. Okay. So now that we folded it in half, go ahead and unfold it again. And this is where you're going to take your scissors, or you can use your paper trimmer. I'm going to use my paper trimmer because sometimes I don't cut real straight. Oopsie. And you are going to put your cardstock in your paper trimmer, so the score mark, the fold, is right in your cutting area. And you're going to line your blade up, and you're going to cut from the bottom of your paper all the way up to that first score mark, just where they intersect, and then you're going to stop. So you're going to go ahead and trim all the way up to the first score mark. Then you're going to take it out, and you're going to flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. Or you can move your blade up and do it from the top down. It doesn't matter. It's just easier for me to do it this way. Again, put your paper in there so your fold is right in your cutting channel. And go ahead and cut just right to where those score lines meet. And that's all the cutting we're going to do right now. So now what you should have is your fold is in half. You should have a cut here and a cut here, and then flip it over, you should have the same thing. So go ahead and fold your page back in half, and with the folded side at the top, you're going to take that first flap, the piece that we trimmed with our paper cutter, and you're going to fold that corner just so it meets that score line. So you should have a little triangle here. And go ahead and do the other side exactly the same way. I'm going to turn mine around just so it's easier for me to make sure I get it right on the fold line. So you want to go ahead and fold that, bring your corner into that score line, and give it a good crease. So then you're going to take your piece that you folded, and you're going to go ahead and fold on that that score line, and fold this piece on the top, fold it down so it meets it. Okay, and give it a good crease. Okay, now you're going to take your page, you're going to flip it over, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take your corner right to that score line, and fold. And do the other side as well. And then go ahead and take your page, fold it up, and fold this one over. And then that's your page, basically. So you have your pocket here, and you have a pocket here, and then we want it to fold out. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to open our page up like this, and we're going to trim 3/4 of an inch off of this left side right here. So get your paper trimmer back out, and with everything all folded up in there, you're going to go ahead and move this out of the way. Make sure you guys can see this. Put it in there and trim off 3/4 of an inch. Just on one side only. That will allow us for our binding to be on this side right here. So when you bind it, you don't need to worry about for your pockets. We're going to close them up and make pockets out of these. But for the bottom, we don't have to fold this, seal this up, because when you use your bind-it-all or your rings, that'll go ahead and close the bottom of the pocket up. Except on this side where we trimmed, we will need to seal that up. So we're going to do that next. So we're done cutting. So then what you're going to do is take your page, and what I like to do first is open it back up, and then these little flaps that we folded, just so they don't, so they lie flat, I just like to use a little bit of adhesive and just hold them down. Okay, so then what you're going to do, this is going to flap over here, and this one's going to fold over here, and it doesn't matter which, if you do it the other way, it doesn't matter, because you're going to cover the solid one with design paper. Just if you're using your two-sided paper, just make sure if you do them, that you're consistent throughout all your pages. So if you're going to do this one, the bottom one on top, then just make sure all your pages are done that way. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and I like to put a strip of tape here and a strip of tape on this one from the top, and then just fold it over, and we've sealed our pocket. Okay, that's our first pocket. Now we're going to turn our page over, and with this one, because it's not going to be closed by the binding edge, we are going to need to seal this up. But first, let's go ahead and tack these little flaps down just to make it easier. And I guess you could cut them if you want. I just like the folded edge. And again, let's do this side. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and close this top part up. So a piece of adhesive here and a piece of adhesive here on this one. And close it up. Okay, now we've got our pocket here, but this is going to be open because we're going to close it with our bind-it-all or cinch or rings or whatever, but we need to close up this pocket. So what I like to do on that is use a liquid glue, and I'm using the Scotch Quick Dry. So just open up your pocket and go ahead and run a little bead of glue right along the edge here. That, and seal it up. Just press it down so the glue has time to hold, and seal up. And there you go. There's your pocket. So your binding's going to be on this side. So we have a pocket here. We turn our page over, and we have a pocket here. And this flips open, and we have a place for a photo and a photo. So that is our pocket page. Pretty simple, huh? So there you go. And then you can bind it however you want. On the Disney one, I used my cinch and bound it with the wires. But you can use the stack the deck binding, and that would be kind of cool. In fact, I might make one like that. That's kind of a cool idea. And got a place for a large tag here and a smaller tag here. And then you open it up and you can put 2 large photos there. So there you go. That's the fold-out pocket page that I created on my Disney album. There you have it, everybody. And again, if you want to use double-sided paper, you can. And it would look like this. And you can have it like this be your front of the page and have your flap go this way first. You know, however you want to orient them is up to you. So there you go, everybody. That's my tutorial, and thanks for watching. Bye.